Good morning, all of you. Today I'll give a short description regarding one temple. It's called Padmanabhaswami temple, situated in the heart of Trivandrum, the capital city of Kerala, Trivandrum. This particular temple built in 18th century, 1735, and it took 11 years to finish. 1,000 men, 1,500 elephants, and 1,500 horses joined together to build the temple. And see, this was built by the local kingdom. Is called Kingdom of Travancore. The Kingdom of Travancore is unbroken one from 12th century to still. But we got independent. India got independence in 1947. Further, no power for the kingdom or rajas. So still we have the regards to them. So see, this is mainly Padmanabha. Padma means lotus. Nab means navel. From the navel, one lotus flower. On top of the lotus flower, the Brahma sits. And this particular temple having 100 feet height, and it's totally 7 steps. 7 steps, 7 stage of human consciousness, and thus denotes that in this temple regards. And see, this temple have a 4 concentric walls separate from the mainland to the temple itself. And this the 4 wall, I mean the total surroundings and even the gopuram as well is a perpendicular in the shape as well. Totally 3,000 blocks, granite blocks, that's made of an interlocking system. It's tell the story of Ramayana and Mahabharata. And the top of the gopuram, there is a huge single piece of boulder, that boat shape, which took it's 90 tons of weight, and it's set to move in the position with the help of a ramp that could be 3 kilometers longer, and with the help of some of the pyramid builders from Egypt to active steps to build the temple in those days. And see, when compared to other temple, this is called the structure is Dravidian Vimana. Dravidian Vimana means the towered entrance is taller, but the sandam is lower. That's called the structure of the architecture of Dravidian Vimana. Vimana means the topmost member of a sandam. Sandam is called Vimana. See the particular temple is a Vishnu temple, and you can see the 4 long corridor and circumferences, and thus leads to the Sanctum Sanctorum with the 4-state hall. Further nearby that, the main Sanctum. The Sanctum Sanctorum, the Vishnu lies on the 7-hooded serpent and subordinates other deities. So the Sanctum Sanctorum is built by a 12,000 sacred black stone all the way from Nepal. And this is particular combination of Ayurvedic medicines. It's called Kuda Sharkara Yoga. It's a very amazing structure which was prevalent in those days, where the architectural amazing factors. And see the priest, compared to other temple in the temple, the particular priest, he never goes to his home, because when he took charge of a particular priest in this temple, he's away from home, and maybe a 10 year or 15 years that tenor. After that, he will go to home and take normal life. So that's a typical unique one. And so when you go inside the temple, Sandam is very dark and because no lights. If the lights or camera were if it having such a premises, it would be melting like that. So the priest cleaned the Sandam Sandor with the help of a peacock feather, and further considered with the temple having two festivals in 1 year, the month of April and November. That's good, the royal paraphernalia for the city and the pride of the city. The Raja, the ruler, came with a traditional dress with holding the traditional, the sword, and walked through the whole city, and it thus lead to the, I mean, uh, the in the beach. He took a royal bath in the sea, later back to uh, the, the temple itself. So that's he was honored by the civic people with the 12 gun salute. And something regarding this temple during the particular events, this procession, the royal procession, it goes to and across the city airport, international airport, and it was closed in particular day. That's quite amazing nowhere in the world. Solely you can real facts of the city is quite amazing as well. And once in 6 years, this whole building, the stuff is, illuminated by 100,000 lamps. Formerly, in olden days, it was oil lamp. Now it's electrical lights and other things as well. And once in 60 years, the same day, there's a chanting of mantra for 14 days. That's so happen every that's be the typical legendary aspect of this temple itself. And still the royal family lives in 5 kilometers away from the place that's built by local Maharaja in 1920, in between 1920 and 2030 as well. So in the city is covered by more than 40 palaces, and so to say the palace city and very clean city, and we can walk freely anytime in this city as well. So this is a short one. Next time we can expect some more information regarding the city and the architecture for the particular areas. Everything you can see in next step. Thank you very much. So those who like my the short video, I request you to subscribe this for humble events.